Well, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. On the Ravens sideline, look at their head coach. His defense motivated as ever, coming off that shutout to last week's win. Along the opposite sideline, that's the head coach of the Browns. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward, and everybody just about set. And off we go from Cleveland. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Lamar now from the gun. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. New set of downs for him from the 46. From the pistol, Henry. Another small 4-yard chunk there. From the secondary, Greg Delpit on the tackle. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Well, Brock, they're dealing with injury right now, as we can all see, but you wouldn't know it with how they've played or their record. How have they been able to do it?
You know, Kate, I think this is a testament to a whole team. Right? Not just a team on the field, but this is a team off the field. This is why you draft and develop. This is why you build 1 through 53 on a roster. You just can't have 22 starters. You've got to have the depth, and this team is showing you how to do it.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Jackson keeping it himself. And he'll take what he can get here, Brock. Sliding down with a gain of 3. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
A draw now. This is Henry. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. first rounder Devin Bush making the play.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Now Jackson on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Motioning the tight end now. This is Henry on second. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Turning to Henry on third. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving. Brock pounding it forward, send an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, a first-round pick in 2008, fighting the closing chapters of a fantastic career, quarterback Joe Flacco.
The former Super Bowl champion, I think, surprised all of us, Kate, going from the couch to comeback player of the year. And while everybody thought the career was over, he still shows that he's got some RPMs and some velo in that right arm of his.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Christian Wilkins.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the gun, Flacco. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
And 8 yards to go.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll have the first down and even more. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He's dropping back to throw. Go left side, and Tillman has it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
6 DBs out there for the Ravens. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Looking for a throw here. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Bateman, the motion man left. The drive begins with Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Search pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He has it at the 22. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. 2nd drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Give to Sampson here up the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for Cleveland. 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. Catch made left side by Judy. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
19. Tiger.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. This is ahead for about 5. Jair Alexander with the stop. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23. Pass cut, 9-yard line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
1 quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. Throwing from the gun here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Now looking to throw. Ravens swooping in, and they bring him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Ready? Check smash. Check smash. 19 target. Not 18 batter. 18 batter. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Hold it ready.
Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1.
Shut up. 19. Let's go.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
4 yards does get him back to even, partner, but they're left with 3rd and 10 now.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Jackson now on 3rd. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, Jackson. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Lamar off the play fake. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true flips. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. And again, it's Jackson. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Hand off to Sampson. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Okay, ready?
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set up.
He'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Handoff here to Sampson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. They stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Oh, man, nothing from him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd down, it's Flacco. It's complete to Tillman outright. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here we go. Ready to crack all 80. Wrestling 19. Let's go.
Here's the snap on 4th. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down, here's Sampson. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Shotgun handoff here from Judkins. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
From the 20 on 2nd down. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. Baltimore running its offense out now. Their winning streak just keeps growing and growing, Brock. 7 wins in a row now, and with this lead, could be an 8th straight.
Yo.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Here's 2nd and 11. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. So a solid game there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Ravens trying to add to their lead. Third and a lone yard coming up. Jackson to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20.
Here we go. Check smash. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 69.
He's going to throw this one. Big strike downfield to Judy. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns get some late points and the lead. It's a Jerry Judy touchdown. And they love the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Trying to point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns push their lead to 3. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Mitchell.
Right there's the danger, a dime coverage. Bunch little guys on the field that love to cover and may not tackle so well and opens up a run lane he took huge advantage of.
Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Browns 10.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Browns and wide receiver Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next drive. And he hasn't been a stranger to the end zone this season. No, sir, including on their prior drive, Brock. A pretty important touchdown for him when you look at his season total. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Setting up a throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. It's fielded at the 14. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. Holding onside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Lamar now from the gun. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. That one intended for Mark Andrews. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Lamar throwing again. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now in Minneapolis. The Vikings at home to take on their NFC North rivals, the Bears. And it's the first-round draft pick, J.J. McCarthy. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Vikings get a much-needed win as they move back to 500 at 5-5. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. He's going to find his man, and he did plenty of that. 1 of 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Bills are playing well. They move to 7-3 with the victory. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Packers. And it's the second-year running back, Tyrone Tracy. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Giants get their 3rd win as they come away with the victory. A final look now at the rest of the scores from week number 11, with Indianapolis and New Orleans enjoying the week off. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Browns and wide receiver Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next drive. And as this season progresses, he's been a steady producer for this offense, leading the league in receptions to this point. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Sampson. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. They're dealing with injury right now, Brock, as we can all see here, but you wouldn't know it for a second based on how they've played. They are one of the best teams in football.
Well, we've kept waiting. I think their opponents have kept waiting for the other shoe to drop at some point, right? By this point, I'm not sure it ever will. This is a team that's been built solid. From the top of the depth chart to all of the backup roles. Even missing players, they're better than most other teams right now in this league.
If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Let's go now.
On the gun, Flacco. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Number 3,
This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
From the gun on third down. Go left side and Tillman has it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for Cleveland, first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Second down carry for Sampson. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up. After this, they're sent backwards on first down.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. Catch made left side by Judy. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by this point.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
It's Sampson on the carry. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back to throw. That's complete, David Njoku. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll get 18 yards there. And that gives the Browns a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On the carry, it's Sampson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, Smash. Brocco 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cup 19. Cup 19.
He'll look to throw. That one's complete, right side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
70 Lions.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take the lead right away in half number 2. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns push their lead to 3.
Ravens 14.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. They'll take this at the 10. And this drive will start inside the 25. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. Brought in right side. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
35-yard line.
Mitchell off the pistol give. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Now he starts from the 6. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Browns and wide receiver Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next drive. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here comes Sampson. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty. Here's Simpson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Liking 18. Let's go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he came up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's 2nd and 7. Cut out left. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
70's big.
Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Alert. Ready.
They'll give to Sampson here up the middle. Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally taken down the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
With Sampson running out of the gun. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him.
Okay,
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. We go play action with Flacco. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal.
70 Lions. Check smash. Check smash. Hut, hut.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. That one connects. That's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 14.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. Mitchell up the middle. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
They go play fake with Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. So we're through 3 here. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Lamar off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So we'll read here and get to Mitchell. Across the 20, continuing to work. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. The drive picks up here, first and 10.
First down, Ravens.
From the red zone now. Setting up the screen. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the 4th.
Ravens 21.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Browns offense and Dylan Sampson now to begin another drive. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Let's go.
Out to Simpson. And he has it right near midfield, so that's about a yard short. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Flacco off the play action. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
It's now second and 10.
And off here to Sampson. Open space inside the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that gives the Browns a first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
18 Cardinals. Hey, Smash.
From the gun, Judkins breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. From the 27. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Now, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Shotgun now on third down. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
Brings up
This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. From the left hash, 54 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good. And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
This makes it up to the 25. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw for Jackson. Hits his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Chipping, are they delaying their route? Is such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
From the 43. That's him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Mitchell. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's second and 5. And this one kicks out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but a tough spot now after a massive loss. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finding Flowers. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Browns getting their offense out there. Well, we came into this one knowing that these guys were going to run the football, and I don't think anyone is surprised that they've leaned on that again this week, Brock, and the results speak for themselves.
Good numbers when they've run it, including on that last drive, and this is a lead built in part on that rugged running game and effort.
First down, here's Simpson. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Well, we talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you can feel it emanate from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, it right at them.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw it. Complete out to the right. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll run. Here's Sampson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
At the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Sampson on the carry. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
So that
7.
brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns leading by 6. Second down now, 7 to go.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. Have the system. Jack Hill City. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw now. He's going deep this time. Oh, he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that makes it third down.
Ready? Let's go. Set. Ready?
He'll throw it. On a quick slant, it's Njoku. He has the first down for the Browns. That should be enough to clinch them this victory.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go.
On the carry, it's Sampson. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Go.
Lean right with Sampson. Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance.
Come on.
Setting up for the kneel down on third.
19 Tiger.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So to a chorus of bunch from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. It took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning. This offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.